All right, let's go. It's Friday, August 16th, end of the day recap. So let's chat some stocks and what the market's doing. Mentioned this stock market looked like it was due for a pullback, and we're starting to get it now. Yesterday was a pretty violent day, it was a pretty good move. And today, again, a little bit lower, breaking this 100-day moving average. And hopefully we get to this 1500 level, maybe lower, because it sets up great charts. It sets up new chart patterns and creates buying opportunities. So just don't ride the stocks down, but embrace the pullbacks. I love them. And it's Friday, so people closed out some positions to keep some risk off the table from the weekend. But, I mean, look at some of these stocks that I want to mention to you. Look at the PRGO. I mean, it over here, when it broke this trend line right here, it went lower on heavy volume. Look at that volume. The volume of 10.9 million, whereas the day before was less than a million, It went lower, and then people thought, it'll go up, and, it had this bear flag kind of coming in here, and this is what happens. Stocks will go back up, and now, again, it's breaking further lower. So, I mean, this is what stocks, that's what they do. So, I mean, look at JWN right now, Nordstrom. Look at this run it had, and then it broke down, and then again, it fools you that, hey, it's going to go up, and then again, it'll break down, and even on heavier volume this time. Okay, you see the heavy volume here? Look at it down here. 2.8 million. The day before, we had 712,000. So 2.8 million is way bigger. And then again today, look at today's action, 3 million to the downside. So it's coming in on the sell side, that's for sure, especially on these stocks. Look at Kellogg's here, same thing, same trend pattern, looks exactly the same. Okay, Tiffany, it's just starting it. It's low, going down towards the lower side, but the volume is kind of increasing here. Look to the downside, it's breaking this pattern, and it had a monster run as well. So who knows? Will it keep going down? I don't know. But most of the time, the charts, they do what they used to do. So look at the other ones, and they do the same thing. Macy's, same thing, breaking down. Look at that. And then we got JC Penney that I talked about. And what do you think it may happen here? May consolidate upward again, and it may go lower. I don't know. But possibly that's where it'll happen. But this one's already at $13. So it's pretty low, but could still go lower. Amazon, breaking down from this high. After breaking out right here, this was a fantastic run. I played this run pretty well. And then right now it's breaking to the downside. So, stocks are, moving lower. On these kinds of days, you want to watch the movers, the things that are actually holding up okay or not moving down to the downside as much as the other ones. And if you look at it, check it out on Priceline. It's actually up $3 from the previous day. It had this little pop a few days ago, and it's filling this gap, and now it's kind of holding there, but it's not doing it on heavy volume or anything on the downside. It's just kind of holding and stabilizing and waiting its course. So these are the strong stocks. Even Apple. I mean, this was a move due to the tweet of Carl Icahn, but still, it's holding up fairly well. I mean, it's up $1.99, but it's not pushing to the downside. Yeah, I don't know. Can we see lower prices from Apple? I don't know. Right now, it looks like it's fairly strong in the direction that it's going, and I played this trade right here for a good amount and still holding a little bit. But, the thing is you got to play your own game. You got to play your own risk-reward strategy. You can't just follow other people because then you're not very consistent. Looking at Trip, it was a good stock before, and right now it's breaking to the downside. So, it could be filling this gap. Who knows? But, it's not as strong like a Priceline strong, because if you see the difference here, this one's doing it on heavier volume to the downside. Whereas Priceline, to the downside, lower volume. So that's the main difference. That's what you got to spot. And you take these stocks and you ride them until they stop moving or they break this trend line, and then you're out. It's that simple. All right, well, it's the weekend, so I hope you're enjoying yourself. Make it a fantastic day and live life abundantly. All right, I'll see you guys on Monday.